Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hi, this is Dan, the No Comfort Zone guy, and I want to let you know this is about my 200th episode. Those that have you listened to this for a while, I greatly appreciate it. Those of you that have reached out and connected with me, greatly appreciate it. And those of you who are working with me, I appreciate you like you have no idea. Because 200 episodes ago, I was terrified to pick up my microphone and start talking into it. Because what are people going to think? What am I going to sound like? What's it going to be? Am I going to be able to tell people how magical this lifestyle is? Am I going to be able to help more people? I just don't want to embarrass myself or humiliate myself. It's very real. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to podcasting. I'm just ranting on my way home from work. But my intention is to reach out to you to give you this. And this is what the No Comfort Zone is to me. This is what it can do for you. And the reason why I'm talking about it so much is because I can't believe that it's taken me this long to figure out how to live my life. What it will give for you by following the No Comfort Zone blueprint. Here's the guarantees that you'll get. Okay? These are guarantees. If you apply the method or the system of the No Comfort Zone to your life and you live the lifestyle, you will get substantially more confidence in who you are. Your self-esteem will increase. You will accomplish better health. You'll be able to understand and how to focus on getting towards your goals. You'll have tools on how to deal with adversity when it comes your way. Not if, but when it comes your way, you'll have a way to identify how to handle the problem. You will be a better person for the people around you. You will be a better father. You'll be a better mother. You will be a better employee. You'll be a stronger salesperson. You'll be a higher closer. You'll be a better leader. You'll be a better friend. More importantly, what you need to understand is you'll live a better life. That's what the No Comfort Zone is. By following the blueprint, the No Comfort Zone mindset, the cash analysis, by looking at the 4 E's and getting involved in the momentum cycle or in flow, what's going to happen is you're going to put all this together and you're dramatically going to change key areas in your life that are going to impact you to grow. That's what the No Comfort Zone is. How do you come across these things? It's really simple. At very opportune times in your life, you have opportunities to take your foot off the gas, to lay back, to get on cruise control, to not be engaged. It's at those moments where you have to throw massive intention into a space, move forward in that direction, take immediate action on the small, simple minutes and moments. For example, the snooze on your phone. For example, going to bed at a certain time, getting up at a certain time. Some of the things that you're going to need in the some of the things that you're going to need to do in the No Comfort Zone, they're not comfortable for a reason, because the patterns of behavior that you currently have and that you're currently using are not serving you to become the ideal version of yourself. See, the habits and the mindset that you currently have, I'm assuming that you've had some experiences in life. You've had some adversity, you've had some challenges, you've been beaten up a little bit. What's happened is your body and mind are so magnificent that they've given you the opportunity to realize how to safeguard things. Well, what I'm doing is I'm saying, let's take those safeguards off. Let's start living like a 6-year-old. Let's start to be a little risk taker. Let's start to live a little bit more. And by doing these things, by getting uncomfortable because you're not safe and you're not secure anymore, I'm not saying to be irresponsible, but I'm saying push yourself a lot. Because you can be pushed so much. And we just sit back on our laurels and we say that we can't do it. You know that I'm in sales if you've been listening to this podcast for a while. And I've been told before, how many phone calls could you make in an hour? And I'm like, I don't know, I can make 10. How many hours are in a minute? 60. How long does a 2-minute phone call take? 2 minutes. How many people could you contact? And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I can make 30 phone calls. Good, let's get to it. Fact of the matter is that in a 2-hour time period, I can make substantially more than 60 phone calls, and I've proven it. I had to get outside of my comfort zone. I learned how to make more connections, and by doing that activity, I was able to have more opportunities to get in front of people, and by having more opportunities in front of people, after I've been well trained, I have more opportunities to help people with their problem. My solution is my salesmanship, and at the end is the product or service that I offer. So I'm able to close more opportunities and then create lifelong relationships. It's the same thing in the no comfort zone. It's what you're doing is you're doing all the necessary activities that you need to do to get uncomfortable and start living a little bit so you can expand your horizons, so you can get a little bit bigger, so you're not just trapped in this body, you can kind of live outside yourself. And that's where the confidence comes in. You should be so confident in doing things that you've never done before, and it's just the opposite. We only feel confident in the things that we do every day, the things that our habits and behaviors let us do. Try something new. Try living a little bit. Try experiencing meeting people in new places. The number one thing I get that I'm starting to see more and more people, even if you're in a relationship, even if you're successful, the number one thing that I'm seeing people connect with me in their own way, shape, and form, people are unhappy because they're lonely. That's what I'm starting to see. People are lonely in their marriages. And this isn't a relationship podcast. This is a lifestyle. This is a self-development. This is personal growth. This is personal growth. So what I'm offering you is this, is that if you want to get into that relationship, if you want that job, if you want that income, you're going to have to truly be happy with yourself where you're at. And the only way you're going to have to do that is by increasing your self-esteem and your self-confidence. How are you going to do that? You're going to have to put yourself into a primal state. And what I mean by that is you're going to have to put yourself in a no holds bar, this is it, all or nothing attitude. I have a addiction background. I am alcoholic and I am addicted to drugs. I've been clean and sober for a really long time. I don't even know how it is anymore. But the fact of the matter is that I was chemically addicted to these things because I was changing my personality. Why am I bringing that up right now? There's a huge part to this, is because you have to become completely uncomfortable with who you are to achieve growth. And for me, what I would always do is I would find safety and security in those things until it wasn't conducive to my overall greater good. I had a false sense of self-esteem. And what ended up happening is when problems came my way, I didn't know how to deal with them without having that as the solution. And when that solution wasn't a solution anymore, when that Band-Aid didn't work, oh yeah, then reality set in, and that was my reality check. And as you know, I wanted to check out. So I realized that if I increase my self-esteem the right way by working through things and saying basically it's all or nothing, and in the world of addiction, they say that's a terrible way to live. Black and white, absolutes, that's not the way it goes. But the way I want to ask you is this, is life and death. To me, average isn't life. When I know what my potential is. And if you're listening to this podcast, and even you're at this point, we're about 7 minutes in, my question to you is this. You know you're not living your life where you want to live it. That's why you're still listening. When are you going to go after the big dreams and the big goals and the big hopes that you have? And when are you going to start living? Because my question to you is this. Have those ambitions, have that intention, but where you live your life is the moment you take that step towards it. That's when you start living. The journey is what it's all about. It's not the end result. I failed in this aspect for years and years and years. I was a failure because I didn't achieve this. No, I was successful because I attempted to do this, and I took a step forward in that direction. It's amazing some of the places I've been, some of the people I've met, the relationships I've had. I find it absolutely magical that I look at my life, and at the time, I wasn't even paying attention. I look back now and I'm like, wow, I've been living the no comfort zone life for such a long time, but now it's different. Now I'm living it with intention. And my intention is to share it with you and give you all of the benefits of self-confidence, self-esteem, making yourself feel better about who you are as a person so you can contribute to the greater good, to a higher version of yourself really to become the hero version of yourself, because there's so many people that are lonely just like you, unhealthy just like you, unsuccessful just like you. That is the moment you take a step in that right direction, what ends up happening is everybody takes notice. Then you're going to get laughed at, get a few naysayers, get a few haters in there. And then when you get past all that, which could take about 60 days, let's say, during a no comfort zone challenge, you come out victorious at the other end, and you're like, you know what? I made it. 60 days, I did it. I know who I am worthwhile, and I am worthy of success. Thanks for listening to my podcast. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, your life begins outside of your comfort zone. It's time for you to live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.